kiddos. It's Tanglewood Sue here with you today. Welcome, replay viewers. Welcome, YouTube viewers. Welcome all the viewers. Thank you guys so much for all your support, especially this week with my new decoupage paper. I mean, I could not believe when Heather, who I had not met yet with Grace by Design, HP Distributing, I think I'm getting all that right, called me up and said, Sue, I love your artwork. And I went, thank you. And she said, would you be interested in doing a decoupage paper? And I said, of course. And then she said, could you get at least a painting, maybe more, sorry, done by the 23rd? And I went, so this was like, I think May 1st, maybe something like that. Let me see if I see your comments up here, make sure we're going live. Maybe May 1st. And I went, the 23rd of what? And she said, May. I may have gotten the date slightly wrong on that, but let's just say the pressure was on. The pressure was on, but in a good way. And I'm so glad that she put that pressure on me because I'm so glad that I did it. And in order to get the other painting, I actually borrowed a painting back that I'd sold. I don't know if you guys recognize that. That was Mama Turbulence in the pack, and Meet Me at the Seas at the pack. And then the other one was a close-up. Oh, good, we're good. Hi, Marilyn. Wait, I don't have my glasses on. Hello, Melinda. I love seeing that first comment because then I can take a deep breath and go, okay, everything's working. I don't really know if it's working until then. Hopefully, are you guys hearing me okay with the new mic? And it was a little blown out on the last one. So just let me know. Y'all know I get excited for what we're doing. Let me know if I need to like turn it down, not tone it down, because that won't happen. Hello, Shaz. Hey, Devlin. How are you kids doing today? Okay, so I was just saying thank you guys so much for your support on the new decoupage line. I got it done. I mailed it all to her, and she made magic with it, and I'm just so excited, and I hope you guys will give it a shot. Give it a try. It's good. Oh, thank you, Shaz. Okay. Do you know what sorry, my hair's a mess. Y'all know that I have to do my hair as soon as we start because I'm not usually looking. You know what we haven't done in a while? I was thinking about it. Like I said the other day, like we finished all of our custom pieces. We finished all the projects. We finished the decoupage. Like we're at a place where we can do whatever we want. It's so thrilling. So I just like let it kind of wash over me today and go, what haven't we done in a while that would be really fun to revisit? And yup. So we're going to do another canvas. But really, we're going to be auditioning colors. So, and there is a yellow jacket right there. Okay. It's going to be very distracting for you if I'm like, do y'all remember last summer when I got attacked by the ground hornets and had to strip down naked in my yard, which is not a private yard, and jump in the hot tub? Well, I was with my boots, like I got everything off, but like the boots, I mean, because I couldn't undo the boots and they were in my boots. So yeah, so I'm having a little bit of PTSD right now. Just back away. But I have the door up because it's a beautiful day. I want to do another neon. I want to do another neon piece. And I want to do another graffiti neon piece. Well, I want to do another graffiti piece and another neon piece, and I want to combine the two. I don't know how long some of you guys have been with me, but about 4 or 5 years ago, let me see if I have it on my board. I have it on my board, but I can't flip around right now. I'll describe it to you. It's navy blue, and at the bottom is like this kind of mixture of graffiti going up the side that I did with layered stencils. And then I did another piece like that for a client who wanted me to do a mural for them. And I did not feel, sorry, when I bump that, I know I'm probably hitting you. Let me flip that around. I did not feel talented enough, sure enough, confident enough, I don't know what to say, to like paint a mural. And I had suggested we do the layered stencil graffiti idea, which they loved. But then one thing led to another, and I ended up not doing that. I ended up actually hand painting the whole thing. but I still have that in me that I wanted to try it. So are you guys, hello, Maureen from Florida. Hey, Betsy. So what I want to do today, you guys, is play with the neons, just creating a base layer. And you guys can direct me. I'll try to run up here and check any comments that you guys have. Actually, let me see. I might be able to bring you closer for this. Y'all saw my contraption last week. This is like this crazy behemoth that I'm going to try not to like knock down on myself. All right. If I tilt up a little bit there, and if I zoom out a little bit, sorry for the, it's doing the, what's that new dance? The wiggle? The wiggle wiggle or the wiggle wobble? I don't know. It's like, it's something like that. Oh, I just made myself dizzy. Okay. Can y'all see okay? All right. I put some gesso on. I rolled it on. And you got, there's little black smudges. God knows what was in my brushes. But it just adds to the character, right? It just adds to the character. Hey, Betty. So glad you're here, darling. Okay. I think we are golden. So I'm kind of in a neon phase right now. And at the end of this, I will show you guys how that has manifested in my new bicycle, because I got a neon bicycle and I rode it to work today, and I'm so excited to show it to you. It's occurring to me that I'm wearing white. This is my new little white. It's so comfortable and it's so soft. I don't want to ruin it. So, oh my God, there's that bee. I'm actually gonna protect my pretty little sweater. All right, if I just start like wildly batting the air, y'all are gonna know why. Because I'm crazy. And there's a bee in here. Okay, so we've got that on. I'm feeling like I want to do Soulful Sunshine, but mix it with some ground control. Now you guys, I'm a dummy. I ran out of ground control, so just pretend I'm gonna be using just some white gesso. Actually, or hold on a second. Oh, I don't have to yell because I have the mic on. This is so fun, you guys. This is gonna be so much easier. Of course, I did have to pee right before we went live, and I'd already put the microphone on, and I'm like, oh geez. I got a microphone on and I'm in the bathroom, but it wasn't broadcasting anywhere, so I knew it didn't matter, but I was still kind of freaking out. So this is Miss Lillian's Snowflake. I apologize. Pretend it's ground control, and I will make sure that I get some more in. I should have told the girls that I was in need. So I'm gonna I got my little tray today. I'm just going to put some ground control on here, and let's just play with these values, okay? Let's just play a little bit. I'm going to use this flat brush that I believe it's a Paint Pixie brush. It was a Debbie's, I don't know. If y'all want it, I'll get it for you. So I'm going to dip in. I'm going to kind of load my brush on the white. This isn't quite as bright as ground control, but I'll make sure I get some in. And let's get some on here that's kind of wet so that we can play with it, because I want to see how many different shades of green we can get with Soulful of Sunshine. And I know you're like, Sue, that's yellow. Well, it is and it's not. I mean, it's definitely a yellow, but it's more yellow green. Are y'all down with this? I'm so excited. It's been so long. Y'all, my bike is awesome. I gotta tell you, I'm so in love. I went there yesterday to pick it up, and they hadn't been able to install the back seat on it so that I could put my laptop and everything. And so they were like, well, you can come back tomorrow. And y'all, this 53-year-old woman here nearly like cried. I was so excited. I had to order it to get it in the right color. Hint, hint, because nobody carried that color. Because who would? But so they had to like order it from the warehouse because not a single store had it in stock. All right, let's dip in. And when he's like, you can come back. And I'm like, I am not driving down New York Avenue again in DC. And I want it now. So I took it home and I'm going to have to install the thing myself. Are y'all ready? Let's do it. Let's see what happens. There we go. So I'm putting this over the white because I want it to blend in. I want it to blend in. Okay. That's really pretty. I know it's subtle, and I don't really do subtle, but that's okay. And on this, what did I get? Oh, I got the exact same bike I've had for 25 years. I just got the electric version. I got the Townie. I got the Townie Electra. I got the Townie Electra, but it's an e-bike. So literally, we laughed so hard when we got home and we realized that it was the closest in look and color to the one I've had since before I. Oh my God, it's 20 years old. I think I got it when I got Dalen. I mean, that is really pretty. Can you guys see the gradation going on? Are you seeing it? So I just want to. I'm putting it on this way, but I have some ideas on some other things I want to do. So I'm dipping into the white. I'm not mixing it here. I'm mixing it up top. I mean, I'm mixing it on the piece. And what we're going to do as we move forward is we're going to do all kinds of stuff. We're going to use the rollers. We're going to use the stencils, okay? We're going to use some trowels. Right now I'm just blending with one thing just to see where we end up. I don't even know how far we'll get today, but I think I'm just excited about getting back to an art piece, especially one that I'm painting, because we've done a lot with ones that I was kind of blowing. Remember? All right, let me load up here, and then we'll start. You know what I think I want to do? I will add one more color, but I'm just going to add the new yellow from the Coastal collection, Lemon Shark. I'm going to add a little bit of that just to see. It's a pale yellow. It's a pretty yellow. But I just want to see what it does. Because although I want this primarily to be a neon piece, that's pretty. I think the neons really, really play well with others. Whether they be like right on top or mixed in. I got to stand back a little bit and see. So that looks almost like a buttercream doing that, huh? So if blue and yellow, let me see here. I have an idea. Let's see what happens if we add a little bit of Four Boys Blue. Let me scroll down here so I can see you guys. I just want to see what color I get if I mix this in. So I just put a little bit of Four Boys Blue on there, adding some more white. Okay, so I want to see what kind of green we get. That's pretty. Let's see what happens there. I like that. So again, we're just seeing, I want to see all the colors that we get, blending them all together, so that then once we audition them, we can kind of decide our palette. Now I like that. I like this straight up. So I'm putting in straight up Soul Full of Sunshine with Four Boys Blue. I'm not seeing, and I'm getting that amazing like neon green color. Oh, I like that a lot. What do you guys think? Are you starting to see a color palette come together? Old 57. You love Old 57 and Soul Full of Sunshine? Here's the problem with that. Oh no, I can do that because DIY paint is also a clay-based paint. Okay, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. We might be able to do that. I'm really liking this super bright green we're getting here. All right, I need some more paint on there. And I'm coming undone. Let me see where my old 57 is. I think in order, so if I stay strictly with Daydream on this, even though I cheated with the white, I think in order to get old 57, I could put a little bit of salt wash. So let me try that. So I'm putting some more Four Boys Blue, some more of our Soulful of Sunshine, and I'll put a little, this is just the way we like to do it, put a little salt wash in the corner. Because I think those together will get us something that's very akin to Old 57. I am going to spritz this down a little bit so we can blend it better while we go. Because I'm just going for the soft blend right now. Don't worry, we're going to get crazy with this. There's no doubt about that. You're on the right channel. But right now, I just want it really, really bendy blendy. It's very spring, isn't it? Okay, so let's do a little bit of what we just mixed. I'm mixing it together right here. Okay, and then we'll put a little bit of the salt wash just to see if we end up at like old 57. Hold on, I have to go grab old 57. I like that color. It's very minty. It's almost like an apothecary green. Where are you, old 57? Okay. Actually, I got to say, old 57 is just slightly greener. It's just slightly greener than salt wash. I think if we did that and did that, we're going to start to get that color coming through. So at this stage in the game, we're just going to use up the paint. I think it will. Yeah. Oh, it does blend really nicely. It blends like an acrylic, which is super nice. Now, we've got to figure out what our pop colors are going to be, you guys, because even though this is really pretty, at least I think it's really pretty, and I love just the different greens and golds we're getting here. We got to be brave. We got to be brave, because in order for this to be a vision, we've got to have some contrast. We've got to have some contrast. So this is the part where you guys usually say, Sue, stop. And I say, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. Now we could do a contrast of like blues, and like we could kind of do a contrast with these. But I feel like it's still kind of not interesting enough. So we're going to have to dip to the other side. We're going to have to dip to the other side of the color wheel. Are y'all down with that? Are y'all ready for that? What I'm thinking, in order to make it go bam, And I didn't know this before we started. So if we go to the kind of the orange, oops, I just spilled my water. So we have, let's see, we have Mom's Night Out. I'm trying to think of everything we have. Hot Violet. We got the luster there. All right, hold on one second. I love ya. All right, so no, that's not the Mom's Night Out. All right, so I'm thinking maybe the Mom's Night Out with the Soul Full of Sunshine. Wait, this isn't the Mom's Night Out though. Why am I blanking? I'm totally blanking. All right, I'll think of it in a second. No, I won't. I can look here. Y'all, my brain is a sieve. Oh, this is the festival, right? Sundance. Oh my God. That's how my brain works right now. So I'm trying to think of the name. It's Sundance. So all I could think, okay, this is how it's working right now. I knew in my head that it had a name that was kind of like a music festival. And then that made me start thinking about Coachella, because that's all over social media right now with all those crazy outfits. So I'm like literally going, that's how fast my brain was like, okay, it's not Coachella. What festival is it? Sundance. Oh my God. Is there any hope for me? All right. This is our start. This is where we get to decide if we absolutely love it or we absolutely hate it. And it's okay if we hate it, because it will just fade into the background. Are y'all down? You saw it fly across the screen. I'm not surprised. It's just like, all right. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Now, I'm going to add some white to it. This is blending in with the green because I have not let it dry yet, you guys. So keep in mind that when I do this, there's layering colors into the paint, and then there's layering colors onto the paint. So right now we're kind of layering it in because we're live. And we don't want to wait while we're live. But I think we can kind of get an idea, if we like it or not, of kind of what do you guys think? Are we liking that feeling? I'm hooked on a feeling. Here, I'll try to go kind of more solid in a few areas so we can kind of see. I think it's very like poppy-like. I'm going to mix that with, so this is what happens. And people ask me, how do I know when I'm done? When I've used up the tray. When the tray's empty. Then I'm done for the day. All right, let's mix these, because I haven't really mixed Sundance and Soul Full of Sunshine yet. I got too excited about all those purples and pinks that I haven't gone into the oranges and yellows as much. The Four Boys Blue, so here's how I like to work. I wish I had a color chart. I'm going to get a color chart. I don't have one with me right now, but I'm going to order one, because I need to show you how my brain works here. So for me, we've got kind of we've got warm tones. So we've got, well, that's not true. We've got the green and we got a greeny blue, right? And then a yellow, and then going into an orange. So we're kind of like this part of the color wheel. Does that make sense? Is that easier? I can't put my arms like that. Why can't I make my arms like 90 degrees? I can't. I can't do it. I just found out a major limitation I have. There, I'll go that way. I'm just cracking myself up. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we go this way. And so all these colors are kind of over here. They're cool colors. Even the orange is like a cool orange, okay? But then blue, it's kind of over here. So I personally only want a blue in here if it's really green blue, if that makes sense. So, and then our pop color is going to be the orange, but if otherwise I would have done like Four Boys Blue as the pop color maybe, but I don't know, I kind of like the warm. Am I voguing? Not well at all. No. Natasha, I was just about to write you because I was going to send you a private message, but now that we're here on a live, and everybody can see it, we can just chat. I was going to say, if you ever want me when I'm doing strictly the neons, I'm happy to multi-broadcast if you want me to. Like, I can do this. I was going to call you right before I went on. I'm like, hey, do you want me to broadcast this into the Daydream page at the same time? I'm happy to do that. All right, now I'm getting all these colors kind of in between those colors. I'm getting like a weird little pink going on, even though I'm not using pink. The coastal is so pretty. Chris, don't hurt yourself. So Brian, my husband and my daughter got me the bike for my birthday. Y'all, I'm just going to say this. I don't spend a lot of money on things. Y'all know that about me. I'm like, if I can't build it or create it or make it, I'm not going to have it, but I wanted this bike. And this bike is more expensive than the car my daughter's looking at. And so when my husband, I told him, I was like, I'm going out on the maiden voyage, and he grabbed his camera. And I know what that means. It doesn't mean he wants to commemorate the love and joy that he feels for me as I ride off. It means he was very, very much convinced that I was going to fall on my ass and he'd have a good video. And he has reason to think that, because the last time I test drove a bike, as I told you guys, was 20 years ago in San Francisco, and I didn't understand the handlebar thing because I'd only ridden a fixie where you brake by rolling backwards. That's how old I am. I need more Sundance. And I hit the front brake instead of the back brake. Can y'all take a guess on how that went? I'll never forget. I was in downtown. I was in Coal Valley, San Francisco, and I was test driving the bike. And they make you, they didn't make me sign many things, which they probably should have. They probably should have. And I took it out and I went on this hill because, hello, San Francisco. And I flipped over the handlebars and had to come in completely bloody. And so now I have gotten myself the exact version of that bike in an electric form so that I can go fast. So I got like a $150 helmet. I also splurged on that. I did. Because I'm me. So I am digging the blend. And this is all one brush, upside down, sideways. What you guys think? Yes, I did. You fell in your driveway on your maiden voyage. Oh, God, I know. Oh, my God, the falls that I've had. The embarrassing falls that I've had. The only other time I had quite that embarrassing a fall was, well, it's happened twice. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could see this close up. The colors that I'm getting as I blend these together, it's not getting muddy. it's not getting muddy. I'm just getting, I'm just getting these wild, beautiful kind of combinations of these colors on my brush, and I keep thinking, oh, it's going to get muddy in a second, and it's just not. Probably because these are a clear base. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's like all the colors. Usually by now it's like, all right, Sue, clean your brush. You've wrought enough havoc. So it was my first house that I was buying in San Francisco, and it was like the height of the San Francisco. I gotta let this dry for a second, so I'm gonna chat. Y'all can fast forward if you're on YouTube. Just press the button. And it was the height of the bid wars. This was 99, 2000, 2001. I forget, somewhere around there. I think it was 99. Everybody was bidding millions, millions, millions. But I found this house in the inner Sunset with gold carpet and ridiculous wallpaper. But it was a Victorian, you guys. But the Victorian detail had been taken off and siding had been put on. But it was this amazing house. And I go in there and I meet the family because they were there, which is awkward and people don't do that anymore. But they just wanted to have the house go to a nice person. They thought I was a nice person. The realtor's like understanding that this house is probably worth $600,000-$700,000 at this point, but it was listed for like $4, I think. This was years ago. This was back when we were double income, no kids, back when we were dinks and we could afford such things. Okay. Anyway, the house should have been around $700,000-$800,000 based on what the bidding wars were going for. But these guys were like, nope, we just want it to go to a good person. And I could see like the realtor was just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But anyway, they sold it to us and we're so excited because we're going to start our family there. And so I got so excited that I said, Brian, let's ride by the house. So we lived in Coal Valley, the infamous flip over. So I said, let's go ride the bikes by. Y'all, I got so excited driving by the house. So they'd accepted it. The house was in escrow, but it wasn't ours yet. But I got so excited that I wrecked my bike in front of the house that we're about to buy from the nice people who thought we were so nice they wanted us to have the house. And again, I'm bleeding and I'm like, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. And I'm like, let's get out of here. And they open the door and they walk out with bandages. And they bandaged me up. And I'm like, are they going to recognize me? Because we'd only met the one time. And they're like, and they did. They totally knew. They're like, hey, just coming to check on the house. Yeah. All right, I think I need to stop messing with it. But I'm feeling really good about this combo. What do you guys think? Are y'all happy? So just to recap, the colors that we used, oh God, I'm so bad. Y'all, this is why when I sing with my band, I don't announce the bandmates. Because when I need to remember a very specific name, it's gone. Like if I had to actually introduce my kids and my husband or something, I'd just be like a blank. I'm not even exaggerating. My husband called me Sadie the other day, so he's going through it too. So I'm going to try. I love these paints. I adore these paints. And I don't know why I keep blanking on names and colors. So this is Coachella. Just kidding. Coachella Music Festival, just like Sundance. There we go. Soul Full of Sunshine. There we go. I remember Four Boys Blue because my friend Amber helped name it. I believe she suggested Four Boys Blue. Okay. We use a little bit of salt water. I know it's salt water. Do you know why? Because I did a full video the other day calling it Salt Wash. And it was my best take, and it was a perfect video, and I did all the voiceover calling it Salt Wash the entire time, and then I remembered that it wasn't salt wash, it's salt water, and I had to redo the entire voiceover because I'm an idiot. So, salt wash, no, salt water. And what else did we use? We used a little bit, we used just a tiny bit of Lemon Shark. But I think this is going to be our palette. Okay. Now, when I've done this before, I had a solid color, basically a solid color underneath, and then the pops of color came with the stamps and the rollers and the stencils. So what that means is, don't freak out, you guys, but if we want to do this right and not have it be completely frenetic, we're going to take a picture of this because now we know we like the colors. But now what we have to decide is what's going to be our base blend and what's going to be our layered blend. So I will probably, even though I love this, I'm thinking, I don't know, y'all vote. So whatever, like if this little area, like the blues and the greens, you want to be the base, or if you want the base to be more like here, but we can't have all of this going on and then all of the next thing going on, in my opinion. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Mary. So what do y'all think? And I will have that done by Tuesday. I don't need to rush on this because this isn't for a client. So I can wait until we meet again. And if I decide that I want to work on it, I can always just pop on the live. So we need to decide what is our base and what is our pop. Base and pop. I'm going to stand back here. I got to stare at it. And if we do want it to sell, we have to decide. Oh, shoot, my phone died. I was time-lapsing it. We have to decide. I mean, we all know what sells faster. Blues. They just do. People feel safe in the blues. So does that mean we want to do the base in the bright colors and let the blues, let them just pop through? It's kind of 6 one half dozen the other. It just depends on how crazy we get. And we're definitely going to add some metallics. Chris, you're voting the base is the lower third, kind of right in here. I like that. It's kind of more muted. We've got this really pretty kind of minty green. I think that minty green area could be really nice. So that means I will probably paint mostly over Sundance, just because we'll try it. We can try it. I'll show you a little bit about what we're going to do. So why don't I just show you just a tiny bit and see if you guys can get the vision of what I'm doing and why. So basically, once we get this the way we want it, I'll put this on, once we get it the way we want it, I'm putting this right on here. We're going to layer these up like crazy. So that you're not even going to see where one starts and where one ends. Okay? I did this on a big Murphy bed. The last time I did this effect was I got commissioned to do this huge Murphy bed. I mean, it was taller than I was. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I loved how that would turn out. It was fabulous. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a little sneak peek of what will happen here how this will, especially for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about. You've just joined me in the last year. So there we go. Something like that. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. The orange poking through with the blues behind it is really fun. I just don't want it complete chaos. Nope, no hot damn violet in this one, darling. Not in this one. We're staying away. We're just going to try something new. We're trying something new. And with these, I don't even try to be exact. We're just going for texture. We're just going for texture. I have to stand back. Hold on. That's really fun. That's really fun. All right, I'm going to sit with it and play with it and decide what will be our base. And then we're going to have a ton of fun layering it up. And the beauty of doing the stencils and the layering is like, you can totally screw it up and then come back around and nail it, you know? And if you don't like how something turned out, you can go over it with another stencil. It doesn't have to keep getting busier. It doesn't have to keep getting, why not leave mix of colors for base and then also for roller? Because I think that it'll be a little bit too frenetic. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think I need to I really like to have a solid base, or at least a blended base when I'm doing these. I've done it before where the background has all the colors, and then I've done the stencil and it just starts to get like, your eye doesn't know where to go. Your eye doesn't know where to go. So this would work if we were doing a really like a big form, and then we were maybe stenciling inside of that big form. I could totally see that, but I just think too many all at once over too many all at once will get us a little, my brain doesn't like it. That's my answer. Yeah. All right, kiddos, let's let her dry. And I do like rolling when the paint's wet, because then we can also get some texture we can play with. I may leave it like this. I may wipe it all down. I may let it all like swim down. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know what I'll do. But meet me back here next week and we'll keep going. All right? Okay, kiddos. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.